Hey everyone, what's up? Ditesh here, back again with another video. I guess 2 videos in 24 hours. Yeah, so that's because just saw a couple of awesome deals on Flipkart and Amazon today regarding some awesome Samsung products. So number one is the Galaxy S20 FE 5G. So currently selling for just 30,000 rupees on Amazon. That's a pretty amazing. I would consider that as a steal deal for this phone because I already consider this as a great phone at 35,000 rupees. So at 30,000 rupees, it's awesome. And we also have the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus selling for I think 43,000 rupees on Flipkart. And again, you can apply discounts and card discounts on top of it. So again, that's an amazing tablet and I really wanted to buy that tablet. I currently use the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite for entertainment and light productivity usage like writing scripts and browsing the web and all those things. The Galaxy Tab S7 Plus was my choice, but at that time I didn't have the budget, 50,000 rupees budget for that tablet. But the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is looking really amazing at that price. It absolutely kills the Galaxy Tab S7 FE in my opinion. So the Tab S7 Plus at 14,000 rupees, again you can apply discounts on top of it, is looking amazing. It's looking like a great deal. I think it would be like the best Android tablet because I know the Xiaomi Pad 5 is available at a great price as well, like Snapdragon 860 and a nice portable tablet. But my problem is that no matter how good the price is, I just cannot go back to a non-OLED display. So the Xiaomi has I think it has a IPS LCD display, right? So I just cannot go back to IPS display at 11 inches. I think once you have used OLEDs on your phones, you cannot go back. Yes, obviously, like my like my gaming monitor over here, that is an IPS monitor, but it's fine. It's a big monitor. So obviously, if you buy an OLED monitor, it would be very expensive. But at 12 inches, I think an OLED display makes sense. So in that case, the Tab S7 Plus is I think the cheapest OLED tablet available currently in the market. Forget about the old tablets, they are no longer available in the market. So I think at the price that is available, the Tab S7 Plus is an amazing deal with an OLED display, great performance, the S Pen and all those things, HDMI output, DeX support on external monitors. So yeah, looking like a tremendous deal for the S7 Plus if you want to purchase an Android tablet, which I feel a lot of people underrate. I mean, Android tablets are considered inferior to iPads, but in my opinion, if you don't like using iOS and iPadOS, because of all the limitations and all the shenanigans that Apple applies on the products, if you don't like iOS and iPadOS, you won't like using iPads. It's just as simple as that. And I feel Android tablets are very much like, in my opinion, a lot more practical than iOS products. I made a video on this topic on my other channel, Ditesh Loves Tech. If you want to know about the advantages of Android tablets over iPads, you can go ahead and take a look at that video. It's linked on the cards. Now, coming back to the Galaxy S20 FE 5G, I made a whole separate video on this phone showing the benefits of this phone and the features that this phone has and other phones don't have. And you can go ahead and look at that video. But if you want a small brief information about this phone, so basically I won't talk about the the usual things like the build and the design and all those things. You can check out that video. So in terms of display, it's a good OLED display, 120 Hz, although I don't use 120 Hz in this phone often. I'll tell you why. And then you have got performance, Snapdragon 865, great smooth performance day to day, and it doesn't heat that much. Why? I'll tell you again in the section coming up. And overall, in terms of again performance, very smooth day-to-day operation. Then you come to the cameras. The cameras are class leading in this section. The rear cameras with the the 12 megapixel main, the 12 megapixel ultra wide, and the 8 megapixel 3x telephoto, the real telephoto lens, is amazing set of cameras, very versatile. The main camera for photos is great during the day, even at night, amazing night mode. Then you have the ultra wide camera during the day, again good photos, and during the night you have to use night mode to get the best of it. And then you have the telephoto lens, which during the day is very good, but during the night it's not so good because Samsung doesn't use the telephoto lens during night or during low light situations. So I have done another video on it, so you can go check it out on this channel. I'll link it. So I have shown you that you must use Gcam mod for the telephoto lens during low light. Using Gcam mod, you can absolutely transform this telephoto lens. It is amazing. You can take 3x optical zoom portraits, beautiful looking portraits with Gcam mod and the 3x optical zoom on this phone. So if you use Gcam mod, then this phone absolutely transforms. So main camera and ultra wide camera is absolutely amazing in stock camera, and with Gcam mod, with the 3x optical zoom, you basically have all the focal lengths covered. And regarding video, amazing video. I have shown you again in that video regarding the low light performance. Use pro mode when you are in low light. You don't have to change all the settings, you just use pro mode, no need to change the settings, just use pro mode and you'll get amazing low light videos. It will be much more detailed than the automatic mode, which uses a lot more noise reduction. So I recommend using pro mode for video during low light. But otherwise, the camera video performance is superb. 4K 60 FPS, clean looking video, HDR10 plus video you can shoot with it, which means you can push the colors in video editing. While you're editing the videos, you can change the colors quite a lot with HDR10 plus mode. And overall, for camera package, it is amazing. In terms of value added features, it has got HDMI port. Basically it's a USB-C 3.1 Gen 1 with full HDMI out support. So you can use this phone with an external monitor by plugging into DeX and using it as a complete PC. You can install Linux and use all those things I've shown you in my DeX video. You can go check it out. And in terms of battery life, coming to it, a lot of people complain regarding the battery life, but in my opinion, the battery life on this phone is again amazing because I use power saving mode. I don't use 120Hz mode on this phone often because this phone doesn't have a dynamic 120Hz mode, because it always uses it's always fixed to 120Hz. That drains the battery. So I just don't use 120Hz that much. I don't see the value of it in my opinion. So I just use power saving mode. In power saving mode, the phone has literally no heating. It is the performance is superb in power saving mode. Even if you use the CPU throttling software and you test the performance, you can get like 210, 215 plus jips. Even if you use the thermal throttling software for let's say 30 minutes, you can get amazing performance. Like the throttling is just gone with power saving mode, and the battery life is insane. I normally use phone with Wi-Fi because I do work from home, so I am always on Wi-Fi, and I guess I just get like 7+ hours, 7.5, 8 hours of screen on time with this phone. Amazing battery life with this phone with power saving mode. And if you don't use power saving mode and you are on Wi-Fi, then the heating will be slightly more. It will be slightly warmer in regular usage, and you'll get let's say 7 hours of screen on time, or 6.5, 7 hours of screen on time. But with power saving mode, you can get 8 hours of screen on time. So I just don't use 120Hz mode. I just stick to power saving mode, and I get tremendous battery life with this phone. So the biggest con of this phone, I would say, is the gaming performance is not that great compared to phones like iQOO 7, iQOO 9, which also have Snapdragon 870 and 888 and those processors, which have better sustained performance. So if you are a hardcore gamer, then I would recommend you to go for those phones like from iQOO and OnePlus and those phones. But even then, the performance and game performance is fine. It's just not competitive. It's not at the competitive level. But otherwise it's fine. And I would say the front camera is a little bit weak. I don't use the front camera often. For selfies, it's not that great for selfies. The night mode on front camera is again good, and video is also superb with the front camera, and portrait mode and all those things, portrait video mode and all those things is amazing. But for photos, it is not the best. It's a little bit weird. The colors are a little bit weird. Like the back camera and the front camera has different colors. I don't like the front camera that much. But otherwise, guys, this is a sweet phone. This phone is I would say a perfect sweet spot in terms of price to performance from Samsung. Not just from Samsung, I would say overall this phone has perfect price to performance. I would say this phone basically kills all the A series phones and also the S series phones. Like after buying this phone, I would say that I don't look into phones anymore. Like I don't search about phones. I don't search phone deals and on those, because this phone satisfied me so much that I just don't look at phones anymore. This phone is just enough for me, and I would say for most people's. So yeah, other than the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus and the S20 FE 5G, you also have, I think, a deal on the Galaxy Watch 4. Tremendous watch. Again, I have made a video on this one. It's this watch at this price basically kills the Galaxy Watch 5. I mean, such an awesome price for the Galaxy Watch 4. You can go check out my video on the Galaxy Watch 4 again. So yeah, I think instead of spending a lot of money on the iPhone 14, you can get a S20 FE 5G, you can get an awesome tablet, the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, and a Watch 4 for the price of an iPhone 14, and you'd be much more productive. So that's all for this video, guys. I'll come with more deal videos as the day progresses, and I see more deals and better deals. I'll definitely make videos on them. And thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, then please subscribe. Let's reach 1000 subscribers as soon as possible. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.